What's up, y'all? This is OBB, the Diecast News Guy, bringing you guys with another NASCAR Authentics Diecast review. Man, I'm really on the grind on some NASCAR Authentics cars, but hey, I got a good reason for you that, guys. But yeah, today it's going to be on a really awesome looking diecast that I picked up at my local Target, and once again, this is a beautiful diecast that actually got released pretty damn early for NASCAR Authentics cars, so it's not exclusive by any means, but definitely would recommend picking this thing up right here, and I'm glad I did. It is on Brad Keselowski's 2021 Freightliner Ford Mustang for Team Penske. Definitely is going to be a car I recommend definitely getting because, yeah, as you guys know, I mean, pretty much old news now, but Brad Keselowski is going to Roush for next year, being a co-owner and possibly a driver as well. But as far as all his Penske stuff, recommend getting this, and this one right here definitely I recommend picking up as well. As you can see here, he's got some weird wits. What a beautiful diecast this is, but apparently that this diecast was not supposed to be in this wave. It kind of got added at the last second, which I'll probably show you guys why that is. I mean, you guys probably might know the story about this car. But yeah, I mean, you know, for a car that has like very basic colors, black, gray, and white, you would think it'd be boring. But there are some nice, cool features to this car that we'll get to. Look at that free hood. You gotta love that. As, oh no, Brad Keselowski just took a tumble. Sorry, Brad. I didn't mean to damage you and your, you know, your horse face. sorry. I'm going to hell for that. But yeah, that's the, yeah, that is probably the reason why. If you're wondering right here on the diecast render, for collect them all for Wave 5, including the lip color chase piece. Oh man, that thing's a beauty. Yeah, this is the reason why Brad Keselowski's car was not supposed to be in this wave. Apparently, it got replaced by another car. So that's why that's why that's there, from what I know. I mean, I'm just going by some logic and some sources I heard. But yeah, Lina always had some weird things when it comes to, they always have some weird stories to tell along these roads. But I don't even know what road I'm trying to say. Anyways, enough of me going and talking. Let's go ahead and, before I throw myself to a road, let's go and kick off the diecast review and the official unboxing of Brad Keselowski's 2021 Freightliner car. Alrighty, guys, we got this diecast unboxing. Before everything started, let's look at the free accessory that comes with this. I mean, oh boy, I love free shit. Speaking of really cool free shit, look at this, guys, right here. This is, you can't get more basic than this, guys. The good old deuce right there. I mean, can't say blue deuce anymore, but the good old deuce with Brad Keselowski. I wonder if he won this race or not, like Larry Mack says. But if you look closely, guys, that there's one thing I said, that this car has a special finish to it. I mean, we'll get to the second, but look at the silver, guys. That's no ordinary silver. That is a metallic silver. So that is really damn cool. Nice shimmery to it. There's a lot of dust specks on here. Holy crap, gross. I just literally just saw a piece of hair just fly by. Goodness gracious. I love cats, but my god, they just are a pain in the ass sometimes when you're trying to review stuff. As I was going to move that stuff right there. Goodness gracious, Brian, you should have been a little more organized today, or a little more efficiency with your cleanliness. But anyways, guys, so we have a clean looking car. This is the car right here, and my god, I mean, the diecast renders definitely did not do its justice. But yeah, I think this car was supposed to come out very later in the year, like I'm talking like around fall time or so. But yeah, I mean, NASCAR Authentics has been on a roll of getting some new diecasts that come in like months in advance, and I didn't have to pay a fortune for this. $5. I mean, can't complain about what you get for $5. I know I usually do just for the shits of it and the giggles, but still though, I mean, yeah, there's no name banners and you get white interiors, but $5, man, I think if you're on a tight budget like I have been these last few months, or the last month or so, because moving is expensive. Speaking of moving, guys, Freightliner, I mean, really cool to see them sponsoring on a, I mean, they've sponsored many NASCARs before, but, and many, well, like many different NASCAR teams before, but, yeah, I mean, as you guys know, I mean, Freightliner, I think, do you guys remember, like, the Freightliner commercials they used to have back in the day, like, many years ago on the Speed Network? They used to have, like, actual commercials for Freightliner, which a lot of people are like, all right, what's Freightliner? Are they, like, a shipping service? Well, no. I mean, if you are a big trucker, like my good friend Kyle, Michigan Diecast, a really cool guy, yeah, I mean, if any of you guys are truck drivers, then you guys are probably quite familiar with what Freightliner is. But, yeah, I mean, they are the official truck hauler manufacturer for many different companies, including NASCAR. I mean, they always have, so that's pretty cool that they're sponsoring Keselowski. But I think the reason why they're sponsoring Keselowski because, yeah, if you guys have noticed, there is a sponsor that is missing on Keselowski's car for this year, and that's the Alliance truck parts. So apparently, this sponsorship took over for Alliance. So that's why, he's had he's already ran this car. I mean, he started driving this car, I think at Darlington, the first Darlington race, towards Mother's Day, and then he's had many different variations of this car. Even the New Hampshire car, which I actually saw, I mean, that is a Freightliner car, I don't know why I want to say Quesadilla, but Quesadilla car. But yeah, he's also had the Western Star sponsorship, which that was also on from last year's car, which he won at Richmond, New Hampshire last year. So, but I mean, comment below. Do you guys miss the Alliance truck parts car, or do you guys like this new change? But I think Freightliner also sponsored Kyle Larson for like one race or so. But I think this one looks a lot more better than the Larson car, just because the black is nice and glossy. Usually, I usually am not a big fan of glossy blacks, but this one looks nice. But the colored rims are actually really nicely colored. Usually, I'm very picky with my colored rims because Lionel, it's a hit or miss with the colored rims. They usually don't put enough coats of paint on the tires, but this one actually looks bad. This one definitely gets the acceptable rating right here. So good job, Lionel. Love the colored spoiler as well. That looks really nice. But if you look closely, to match with the Freightliner chrome logo, they actually have a metallic finish where this paint scheme is outlined in the number 2, and also with this very basic bare bones paint scheme. I mean, it's not a scallop scheme, but I mean, that's pretty cool. I love the metallic finish. That looks really nice. I think that's the thing that really makes you want to get this car, is that metallic finish. I mean, we really see metallic finishes coming out on Penske diecast, but this one looks cool. But it's a nice looking car. It is a very nice change in pace. And it's just something different, man. I mean, usually every time when we get a Keselowski car, it's always been like the same shit every time. Discount tire car, or I don't know. I mean, the Wabash national car actually got canceled, so I don't know. Maybe we'll probably see that in a future NASCAR Authentics wave down the road. But yeah, I mean, Brad Keselowski's already had, I think it's been a weird season so far for Brad Keselowski. He's only got one win, and I believe that was at Talladega in the money line scheme. Yeah, it was Talladega. I think he started on the pole in this car at Darlington, if I'm not mistaken. So pretty cool. And he just, like I said, recently drove this paint scheme with a different sponsor at Richmond. So, yeah, guys, I mean, Brad Keselowski, it's not really been a decent season. It's been an all-right season for him. He's at, he's still been consistent. I think, he has, 7 top 10, 11 top 10s and 7 top 5s. So, Keselowski's still staying consistent, but I think, I don't know, I mean, not been as nearly as good as, well, I think a little bit better than Joey Logano, but not nearly as good as Brian Blaney. I mean, Blaney's been the best guy so far for Penske so far this year. He really has stepped up, and I'm loving it. But, Brad Keselowski, I mean, some people still hate him. I personally don't mind him. I mean, he's definitely, I'm really curious what he's going to do for next year. Really am curious. By the way, nice burp, you asshole. You had such a perfectly made diecast review. Not really, but you know what I mean. Back to my old shenanigans of burping in a diecast review. Oh, Brian, you never change. But man, I love that metallic silver, man. That is just beautiful. It's shimmery. It gives that nice texture. Love the choice right there. I mean, the Kyle Larson Freightliner car doesn't look too bad, but I'm not a big fan of that blue number. And plus, it's mostly the same Hendrick scheme it's basically the same scheme that he had with Hendrick, with the HendrickCars.com and the Nation's Guard cars. So not much variation right there. This one has a nice variation. Although I really do like his Freightliner Quesadilla car. I really hope to God I pronounce that right. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible with pronunciations. Hell, sometimes I don't even know if I can pronounce my own damn name right for once. But on a lighter note, guys, this diecast is really damn cool. I guess you could say it is quite worth the getting. I'm out of here. This is the end of the diecast review. Goodbye, everybody. Just kidding, though. But I will be wrapping this up right now, as this is going to be the the actual end of the diecast review of Brad Keselowski's 2021 Freightliner Ford Mustang for Team Penske. Comment, like, subscribe, and this has been OBB, the diecast news guy. Thank you so much for watching. Glad to be back, and I'll catch you guys on another NASCAR Authentics review.